So lying down on your back with the soles of your feet on the ground and your knees bent, resting in on each other. Snuggle your shoulder blades down the back body so the neck is nice and long. And bring your hands to your lower belly. And just take a moment here to arrive fully together for your yoga practice. Taking 3 steady, deep breaths in through the nose and releasing breaths out through the mouth. And 2 more just like that. Knowing that you're going to serve your body well today, looking after yourself in all the beautiful stretches, in all the beautiful asanas you're going to do. Feeding your body and your spirit and calming your mind. And then just gently scan your body and just notice if there's anywhere in your body which you need to pay a little bit more attention and send a little bit more love to. And then just direct your breath to that area. So breathing in and breathing out, sending love and attention to that area of your body. And then as this is an auspicious day, it's summer solstice. And even if you're watching the recording of this on another day, it will still have that same summer solstice energy. So we're going to take 3 breaths in, and as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in the loving energy of peace to our bodies and to ourselves. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe that love out into the world. So taking a nice deep breath in now, breathing love into yourself. And breathing out, send that love out into the world. And doing that again, breathing in a lovely deep breath full of love. And then as you breathe out through you and out into the world. And just one more time in your own time. And then gently feeling the earth beneath your feet, the support freely given, and your deep connection to the earth. And then gently bringing your knees in towards your chest. Keep your toes together, and we're just going to circle the knees out to the side, slowly and deliberately, warming up the hips. Forward and round. And then in the opposite direction, so away from the body and around out to the sides. And then bringing your hands underneath your knees, just circle the knees together. So your hands are clasped and you're just massaging your lower back a little. And then in the opposite direction. And then on your next breath in, allow the knees to fall away slightly. And breathing out, bring them towards your chest. Breathing in, let them away. Breathing out towards your chest. And one more time. This is massaging your abdominal organs. And then just bringing your hands underneath your right knee, allow the sole of your left foot onto the ground, or straighten it along the ground if you have good flexibility. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring your knee up towards your chest. And just do that 2 more times. If your leg's along the ground, then flex into your foot. No forcing. Keep your face soft. And then bring the left sole of the foot onto the ground if it isn't there already. And bring the right sole of the foot up to the sky with the knee bent. And bring the knee, your right knee towards your elbow. So you can either bring your right hand onto the instep, bring the right knee, towards your armpit, not your elbow. And just ease it there, just a soft stretch. So it's half a happy baby. That's good. Allowing time for the stretch just to happen. No forcing, being always kind to your body. And then bring the right leg over the left leg and your legs are crossed. Stretch your arms out at right angles to the body and just take both knees across to the left-hand side. Pressing the edge of the feet into the ground, not allowing the knees just to fall out, but keeping some energy through the legs, still using the muscles, keeping the face soft as you can turn your head slightly to the right if that feels comfortable. And take 3 lovely deep breaths in, feeling the stretch through the right ribs, in between the ribs. And then on your next breath in, bring the navel in towards the spine, bring the knees up to the center, uncross your legs. And we'll do the same this time with the left knee. So bringing the left knee in, stretch the right leg out if that feels comfortable, or keep it with the sole of the foot on the ground. Taking a breath in, breathe out, bring the knee towards your chest. So you get a beautiful stretch into the left hip. Breathing in, let it away. And do that 2 more times with your breath. Squeezing the blood supply, allowing fresh blood into the left hip. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And then with the right sole of the foot on the ground and the knee bent, bring the left sole up to the ceiling. Bring your left knee towards your left armpit. So either have your left hand on the left instep or around the ankle, anywhere that feels comfortable. And ease that stretch into the left hip. Allowing the stretch to happen. Face is soft. And then crossing that left leg over the right leg, arms out at right angles to the body, palms facing up. Engage the legs and allow the legs to come over to the side, over to the right side, but keep some energy through the legs. Feel that you've got some tension in the legs and you're not just letting everything hang. Feel a beautiful stretch along your left side from your left armpit all the way down to your hip. And just feel that air expanding and contracting as you breathe. Face is soft. Gently engage your navel slightly in towards the spine. Breathing in, bringing both knees up. And then uncrossing the legs. Bring your arms alongside your body so your hands are down towards your feet. Knees are still bent. And we're going to tuck the shoulder blades down the back body and come up into a bridge with the arms coming at the same time. So take a tiny breath in. Breathe out, and we'll do this all together. Breathing in, tucking the tailbone, coming up slowly, arms to the sky, over your head, and breathing out, arms come back down. So just do that really slowly and deliberately, allowing the chin to come towards the sternum as you do that, with your own breath, pushing into the soles of the feet, taking lovely deep breaths in and out, keeping your head lovely and central, face looking up. And in fact, doing this with your eyes shut, really feeling how strong and steady your body is. And then next time you come up, leave your arms by your side so that you can tuck them underneath. Clasp the fingers and work the upper arm bones in slightly towards each other. So your weight is on the soles of your feet, but also you're working your upper arm bones and your shoulders. Bringing the heart towards the chin and the chin just slightly up towards the sky. Taking several deep breaths here. Working your legs, tensing the buttocks, feeling how strong the legs are, feeling your connection right through the body. And then gently bringing your arms away, and on your next breath out, slowly rolling all the way down. And just stay with your knees bent for a couple more breaths, allowing yourself just to reset. And then we're gently going to come on to our tummies now. So gently move carefully and easily over onto your belly. And have one hand underneath your forehead, palm facing down, and the other hand on top of it so that your forehead is supported. And then lifting the right leg slightly up, stretch it back so that you elongate that leg, keeping the leg as straight as possible, and then do the same with the left leg. So stretch it along the ground, just really feeling it grow. Have your feet slightly apart so that you feel there's not too much effort. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades down the back body. Your forehead is still on the ground.
And we're going to come forward and up with the breath into small cobras. So on your next breath in, coming forward, shoulder blades down the back body, elbows into your sides, and breathing out, coming down. So pressing the pubic bone into the ground, the tops of the feet into the ground, breathing in, coming forward and up, breathing out, coming down, keeping your chin close to your neck so you don't strain your neck in any way. 2 more times. Pushing the pubic bone into the ground as you come up. Coming down. That's great. And just turn your head to one side. Bring arms alongside the body. And just rest for a moment. Allowing all the tension to leave your body. And then bringing your hands underneath the shoulders again, coming up slightly, and bring your forearm across the front of the mat so it's parallel to the front, your left forearm, so it's parallel with the front of the mat. So you're slightly up on one elbow. Bring your right hand round and see if you can grab your right foot at any point. Bring your navel in towards your spine and slightly lift that leg if you can off of the ground. If that's uncomfortable for you and not possible, then just lie down with your forehead on the ground and do several more small cobras coming up. But otherwise, your forearm is parallel with the front of your mat, and you're just going to grab your foot and just lift the leg slightly up off the ground. Keep looking forwards, looking down. This is a bit of preparation for what's coming later. So then come down and just rock your hips from side to side so that we just ease in any tension that you may have built into your back. So just let go of that. It's really, really important. And then we're going to try the other side. So this time my right forearm is parallel with the front of the mat and I'm up on my elbow supporting me. And I'm just stretching back, bending the left leg and trying to catch the front of the leg or the ankle and just lifting it slightly off of the mat. You might be able to do this with your forehead on the ground if it's impossible to be up on that elbow, and that might be slightly easier for you. So just try that. So forehead on the mat. And we'll do that once more each side, keeping the forehead and the head down, the forehead and the arm down. So just try that now. So lying with your forehead on the mat, stretch your right arm back to grab your right foot, and then engage your core slightly and lift the right knee up. This is all preparation for a bow and for the back bend that we're going to do today. So just stretching into that thigh muscle. And then relax. Rock your hips from side to side. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So forehead on the mat. Stretch your left hand round to catch your left foot with the left leg bent. And gently lift it slightly, even a millimetre off of the mat. And then rest it down. Rock your hips once again. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Bring your chin in towards your chest. And you're going to push up and back into child pose. So head comes towards the ground, forehead melts forward towards the ground, bringing your arms alongside your body, feet, hands by your feet, stretching the length of the bladder meridian down the back of the body, breathing in fresh energy in between all the vertebrae. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, bring your navel in slightly towards the spine as you come up. Well done. And now we're going to actually sit on a couple of blocks, but kneeling. So if you've got your books or your blocks, put them between the legs, so you can sit up on them slightly. If that feels comfortable for you. If that doesn't, then go into an easy cross-leg position. So take a nice deep breath in, both arms come up into the sky. And breathing out, allow them to float down. So bring your right hand to the ground, breathe in and bring your left arm up over the top. So you can really stretch into that left side, into the armpit. Just check what your neck's doing, keep it soft and your chin towards the spine. Breathing in, coming up. And all the way over to the other side. Breathing in and out to the armpit chest. So really get a lovely stretch all through the ribs of that right side. Breathing in, coming up, and allowing the arm to float down. We're going to do, I'm just going to change my camera slightly to show you. We're going to do something now, which just stay seated as you are, and you can do this cross-legged if you're uncomfortable in this position, but you can stretch your arms out to the side, and it's a little bit like the beautiful butterfly. So we're going to turn the arms up as we lift the heart up to the heaven. So palms are up and twisted, and then as we breathe out, we're going to roll forward and turn the arms, twist the arms around the other side. So breathing in, the thumbs come up, and breathing out, they come round. So we're doing all of that together. So stretch your arms out to the sides. Just make sure that you keep your neck nice and relaxed for this. So we're going to breathe in, open the palms up to the sky, gently looking up, breathing out. Navel comes into the spine as you arch your back up. Chin to chest, breathing in. And breathing out, that's good. With your own breath. This is activating the heart meridian, the lung meridian. And it's heart opening as well. So as we breathe in and open the chest, we receive. And as we breathe out, we take all of that goodness down into the body. Check your face is soft, your shoulders are soft. And just relax your hands in your chest for a moment. Sorry, in your lap for a moment. Palms facing up, one on top of the other. Just feeling that lovely expanse in your heart and in your heart energy. And we're just going to do one very nice exercise which will help us keep our hearts open on this beautiful day. So bring your right hand to your heart, and very gently we're going to make that lovely helix. So we do one curve down and around over the heart and then another. So chin, the back of the neck is nice and long, you're sitting beautifully upright. And we don't really think about our hearts enough. And actually by putting a hand on your heart, you're more aware of your heart and your heart energy. And we're just making this gentle circle over the heart, back and forth. And then just come to a stop with one hand, with your right hand on your heart. And we're going to do a meridian trace for the heart protector. So stretching your left arm up, you might just want to watch me for a second. You're going to bring your right hand across under the left armpit, under the underside of your hand. Bring it over the top, tracing up and over the shoulder, back to the heart. And then we're going to do that on the left side. So left hand comes underneath the arm, my palms facing down. Trace the hand over the top and bring it up. So just do that now, just join in with me. So the right hand goes under the armpit. We're just tracing the heart meridian, the heart protector, and we're tracing the triple warmer. And if ever you're feeling a little bit all over the place, this is a really good centering thing to do. Bringing yourself back to your heart and back to your center. Now you know what you're doing, you can just do it a couple more times. With your eyes shut, deliberately and slowly, soothing and steadying yourself. Maybe one more time each side, and finishing with both hands on your heart and your eyes shut. And once you're there, take a nice deep breath in and out. That's lovely. And then we're going to gently now move on to hands and knees. Bring your knees as wide as the mat and your toes in together. Hands are beneath your shoulders. So breathing in, dropping the belly as we do in the cat stretch. Breathing out, rounding all the way through. Do that twice more. Breathing in, dropping the belly. Breathing out, rounding through. Upper arm bones rotate forwards. Breathing in, dropping the belly. And breathing out, navel in towards the spine. Tuck your toes. Bring your hands slightly forward and we'll come down up into downward dog. So take a breath in, pushing your hips up and back. Tuck your lower ribs in and just pedal it through, one foot after the other. Stretching into each hip. Then bring both hips up into the sky. As high as you can, tuck the lower ribs, navel slightly in towards the spine. Upper arm bones rotate out so the crease is facing forward. So as you breathe out, bend both knees, send your hips back. Breathing in, bring your hips up into the sky. We'll do that twice more. So bend your knees as you breathe out. Breathing in, up into the sky. Breathing out, hips come down. And then coming down onto all fours. Sitting back on your heels. Stretching your arms forward along the mat. Come into child pose. Bringing your hands together. And then over the back of your head and shark fin. And taking several deep breaths into your lower ribs in that position. Feeling the skin on the back stretch as you breathe in and feeling it soften as you breathe out. Bring fresh energy into your body. And then gently bring your hands underneath your shoulder blades and roll it up. And this is the point at which, take your time, but you will possibly need your chair in a minute. But what we're going to do first of all is, if you have something under your knees, that would be a good idea, your blanket under your knees, or if not, fold the mat twice. But we're going to just do some lovely heart openers. So be up on your toes, and I'll just show you, we've done this before. The hands come to the lower back, fingers are facing down. And initially, we're just thinking about lifting the heart up to the sky. So keeping the chin towards the chest, shoulder blades are down the back body, your hands are supporting your lower back. So I'll just show you, in that position, we engage the legs and it feels like we're trying to stretch the yoga mat apart with our knees. We're going to bring one hand up into the sky, palm facing in, and get the stretch. Then we're going to bring that hand down and we're going to do the other side. So we can do that all together now. So have your toes up so that you've got good, you feel that you've got your toes into the ground, your knees into the ground, knees are parallel. Bring both hands to the back of your lower back so that you feel nicely supported. Engage your legs first, foundation first. Lift up through the pelvic floor, shoulders back, heart is lifted. And then we're going to bring your right hand up into the sky, thumb facing towards the back. And feel that you're engaged all the way through, so it's a slight arch. Several breaths, keep the chin in towards the spine, don't throw your head back. And then bring that hand down. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Give yourself a little break. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So kneeling up again, hands to the small of your back, palms, fingers facing down. Really work the legs. Feel as if you're engaging the thigh muscles and you're pulling the yoga mat apart. That's right. Keep your chin in towards your neck and stretch your left hand forward and up into the sky. Getting a nice arch, clench the buttock muscles, getting a slight arch in the back, opening the heart. And then breathing in, coming up and sitting back for a moment.
just resting everything. That's it. Close your eyes and take a couple of good breaths in and out. And then I'll just show you with the chair how we can use the chair for that. I'll just bring that down a bit. So you'll be kneeling your chair and your bolster, and it's another lovely heart opener. So your feet go underneath the chair. And again, I'm keeping my toes tucked because I feel like I have more strength in my legs and more support rather than having them flat. So I feel I can use the muscles of my legs better. So we're going to use the chair. So you can bring your hands onto the seat of the chair. Elbows are back. And get that feeling between the knees tearing the mat apart again, so that you are not overdoing it, but allowing the legs to engage by that feeling. And then bringing your elbows, your hands onto the seat of the chair. You can bring your bolster in and use that as a slight support for your lift. Heart coming up to the sky, keeping your chin towards your neck and not extending it back, so that you can still, you bringing no strain into the neck. And even though you have that support through your hands, still working your feet and coming forward into child pose at any moment. If you have a back on the chair where you can rest your head, you can do that. Making sure everything feels comfortable. Coming out of this into child pose, back into it. It's a lovely heart opener having a support like this. And push into your hands to come up, engage your core to come up, come slightly forward. Sitting down and coming into your child pose. So that's quite an effort. So bringing your hands by your feet. Allowing your shoulders to fall either side. Bringing your chin slightly in, stretching the back of the neck. Breathing good love and energy in. Breathing in kindness for your body. And then gently coming up. I'm just going to move the chair. So gently coming up, take your time. And we're going to come gently into a standing position, but do take your time because we've been on the floor a long time. And we're just going to do a pyramid pose. And the pyramid pose, I will just remind you, so your hands can come behind your back and you can either hold your elbows or you can bring your hands in namaste behind your back, if that's something you can do. But basically I'll do it with my hands holding my others. So I'll just show you. Take one small step with your left foot. So your left foot is facing all the way to, is facing the wall, and the right foot is slightly tucked. Engage your feet, so pushing into the soles of your feet. I'll just show you first. We're going to, from the hips, fold forward as far as we can with the chest lifted, and then wherever we get to, you can then bring your head down and just slightly lift the arms.
We start off with the heart coming up. So taking a step now, not much distance, probably the length of three soles of my feet. So not much of a distance, holding your elbows, push into the soles of your feet, engage the legs, lift up the pelvic floor, slightly arching your back up so that your heart comes towards the sky. Shoulders are down the back body. Face is looking up, but chin is still in towards the spine. Take a breath in, folding now forward, leading with the hips first, coming all the way forward with the heart open. And then wherever you feel comfortable and wherever you are, just allow the neck to drop. So the head comes forward, still pulling up the muscles of the legs. So the kneecaps come slightly up, and then lifting the elbows slightly away from your back body. Then allow the arms to come down. Bend your front knee, bring your back knee in, your back leg in to meet it. And just slowly breathing in, rolling up. Shoulders up, back and down. It's the safest way to come out of that. Well done, that's lovely. So then taking a step back, and we'll do the same on the other side. So this time, taking a step forward with your right foot facing the front wall, slightly tucked with the left leg, so about 60 degrees across the room. Pelvis is facing forwards. Holding your elbows, if that's what you're doing, try and hold it the other way around. And then pushing into the soles of the feet, lifting your heart. Really engage the legs. Slightly looking up, heart comes up to the sky. Open heart. And then take a breath in, and as you breathe out, folding forward on the hip, keeping the heart lifted for as long as you can. As you come forwards to wherever's comfortable, and then dropping the head when you feel you need to, allowing it to hang forwards and lifting the elbows slightly up. Pushing into the soles of the feet, lifting up the pelvic floor to give you stability. And then allowing the arms to come down towards the earth. Bending the front foot, bring your left foot in to meet it. Hold each elbow and hang in forward bend. Just shake your head yes and no. Let the knees bend as much as you feel you need to. And then we're going to push into the soles of the feet and gently roll up all the way, very slowly. Head comes up last and shoulders come forward, up, back and down. And once more, forward, up, back and down. That's lovely. And then gently come, we will be doing a lying twist. So coming down onto your mat. And coming down all the way onto your back. Make sure if you do need anything, like a blanket today, if you feel you're a little bit cold where you are, despite it being the middle of summer, make sure you have a blanket handy for a moment. So we're just going to do a lovely lying twist first. So bringing your arms out at right angles to your body.
Both knees are bent with the soles of the feet onto the ground. And just lift your hips slightly. Take the hips an inch or two to your left side. Bend the knees up. And then gently allow the knees to come across to your right side, both knees. And then when you're there, slightly straighten the top leg and bring your right hand behind your left knee to that sweet spot in the crease of the knee and gently touch between the two tendons, very little pressure. And this is our boundary strength now. This beautiful acupressure point behind the knee. So allowing the energy to flow very well through the body. But allowing us to maintain our good boundaries. So that as our energy serves us, we can then serve others in the world. But first of all, we have to remember our own boundaries and look after our own bodies. And then you can just allow your head to gently turn towards the left, relaxing everything in this position, letting go to the earth. No need to press that acupressure point. Just by bringing your attention to it will already activate it. And this acupressure point also reduces anxiety and fears and any doubts. So then letting go of that acupressure point, bend your top leg, bring your navel in towards the spine as you breathe in, bring your knees to the center, drop the soles of the feet onto the ground, and this time take your hips slightly to the right, and bending your knees up, and allow them to come all the way across to your left-hand side. That's it. And then straighten the top leg and bring your left hand behind your right knee. Again to that acupressure point. And if it feels comfortable, allowing your head to slightly turn towards your right side. Allowing the body to be fully supported by Mother Earth. Taking several nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And then gently letting go of that point, bending both knees, navel into the spine, bringing both knees up, and then allow the soles of the feet down onto the ground, and then stretching both legs out into your Shavasana pose. Snuggle your shoulder blades down the back body. Allow the arms to fall out away from the body, palms facing up. Get your blanket, make sure you're comfortable. Lift the back of your head and just slightly elongate your neck. And bring your attention back to your heart and to your breath. And breathe in for the count of 6, hold for a count of 3, Out for a count of 6 and hold for a count of 3. So take a tiny breath in, breathe right out. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just keep that pattern going with your own breath for a few more rounds. Allowing yourself to feel more centered, more grounded. Allowing the oxygen to reach every cell of your body. And the nourishment of your practice to unfold. And now finishing your last breath round before coming to normal breathing, allowing yourself and your body just to breathe itself. Breathing in, I calm my mind and my body. Breathing out, I ease everything. Calm, ease. Breathing in, I receive love and light. Breathing out, I give love. I am love. I am light. Breathing in, I notice stillness. Breathing out, I notice peace. I am stillness. I am peace. May we dedicate our practice today to peace and love in our cherished world. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings be free from pain and suffering. May all beings be free from ignorance and doubt. May all beings be free from hatred and desire. May all beings be full of love and come to know the great heart within. So gently now taking a slightly deeper breath in. Maybe moving your fingers and toes. And keeping your face soft and your eyes closed. And then doing anything that your body needs. Any stretch, any movement. Looking after yourself in a loving way. And then gently coming onto one side and supporting your head, still with your eyes shut. And then gently coming up into a comfortable, easy seated position. Still with your eyes shut. And then just gently rubbing your hands together. Bringing vitality and warmth into your hands. And gently bringing your palms over your eyes, opening your eyes and allow that love energy in. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day.